Good afternoon, my friends. Today you've completed your first SATs test, which was English grammar and spelling. And tomorrow you're going to have a reading comprehension SATs test, which some of you might worry about, but some of you might be quite relaxed. So today I didn't want to talk to you about maths. I wanted to talk to you about reading. When you think about reading, when it comes to SATs, it's all about answering questions if you understood the text correctly or analysing the text. However, what do you think reading is really all about? Reading is about reading a story or a book and enjoying it. Reading is all about pleasure. It's about getting joy out of what you read, about spending time with the book and drifting off into a different world and enjoying it. When I was little, I must admit, I struggled with reading a little bit. I found it hard work just reading text, and it took a long time. It took a long time for me to imagine what was happening in the story. However, I did like to listen to stories. So I used to ask my mom to read me books sometimes, even though my mom used to be very busy working. Or I liked when our teacher was reading books out loud in class. I didn't want my children to have the same struggles with reading as I did. So I started taking them to the library from the very early age. And I used to read them books every night. I can hear a scream van outside. When I started reading to my children, my fluency in reading improved. So I started reading quicker. I believe the more often you read, the better you get. So it will improve with practice. The more you do it, the better you get at it. If you struggle with some words, ask a grown-up to help you. Did you know that your brain doesn't look at every single letter in a word? It's quite often it remembers the words straight away. So for example, if you write a word, choose a word, I don't know, table, a word table, and leave the first letter T as it is and the last letter E as it is, and mix up all the other letters in the middle. Would you still be able to read it? Your brain will. Try it. Today I'm going to introduce you to my favorite author. His name is Philip Pullman. And you might know some of the books written by Philip Pullman. In year 4 I think, you were looking at the book The Firework Maker's Daughter. And I know that in some of year 6 classrooms, you've got this book called Clockwork or All Wound Up. They're children books. So my favorite trilogy, it's when you have 3 books as one book series. It's called His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. And it's all about a lot of things, really. It's about a different world, a little bit about different world. It's about our world as well. It's magic, fantasy, gods, human relationship. But what I really like about this book is that it challenges the way you think. It makes you look at things a little bit differently. And it also provides an exciting adventure story. So the first book in the series is called Northern Lights. And maybe you've seen a film called Golden Compass, film made by this book. I think in America, the first book is also called Golden Compass. By the way, Philip Pullman is a British author. He was born in Norfolk, but I think he lives with his family in Oxford. When I read books, I always look on the first page at the year when it was first published, just so I can have an idea in what kind of time the author was writing the book. I know it's not about that time. The book might be set in a different time. However, it just gives me an idea what mentality, what set of mind that author had when he was writing a book. So this is Northern Lights. That's the first book in the series. Second one is called The Subtle Knife. It's about special knife that cuts special portals, special doors into different worlds. And the third book is Amber Spyglass. Guess what I love doing with books? Oh, I love smelling them. I love the smell of new books, old books. It's just something so special about smelling a book. I can't even explain the feeling I get from doing this. So my point from all this babbling on, tomorrow you are having a reading sats. But the most important thing in reading is enjoying it, is getting pleasure out of it. Yes, sometimes you read for information, that's true, because you need to find out information. But reading for pleasure is so special. It makes your brain works and rest at the same time. It's so much better for your brain than just constantly staring at the screens. So good luck for tomorrow. Enjoy and just relax. Bye.